everyone, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Haven't streamed in a while, so might be a little rusty today, but have a lot of fun. Making sure the stream is up and running, and it looks like we are. Welcome. We're gonna be having a lot of fun today. I shot some footage, I believe yesterday, and so we're gonna have some fun. If you don't know, doing a community challenge right now on my community Discord. So if you want to join, link is down below for that. But all that is we're gonna be downloading some motion capture and then using that motion capture to do some fun stuff today. So let's go ahead and download the motion capture off of VFX Oasis, because I forgot to do that. How's everybody doing today? Long time no see to everybody. Let's go download this. And it is free, by the way, in case anybody else wants to download it as well. So free VFX assets, and then it is the Dancing Rave, one we're using. And download. Now, it's been a little bit since I've actually retargeted motion capture, so I might have to do a little bit of that as well. Let's go ahead and get started. Just name this like community challenge. Oh, challenge. I've been like really bad at typing recently. I don't know why. Footage. We do have to figure out our footage, but I'll go ahead and put the asset in here. Don't need any of this stuff. Make a new mocap folder to stay organized. What is going on? Make blended tutorial. Please let me have a live stream. I do make Blender tutorials. I make too many, if I'm being honest. Just kidding. Which one is one we're gonna be using today? Production Crate actually has some pretty good like characters and stuff now. So they have like a what sports do they have? Or characters? Not really anything. Do a dinosaur? That'd be sick. I do kind of want to test that out to see why what that would do. Or like a dragon or something. Let's start with the footage. I'll think about what to do for our character later. What's going on? Make all your premium courses free and upload them on YouTube. I wish. You wish. So there's this shot today. What I'm thinking about is like doing a stadium. Turn the music down a little bit. Doing a stadium and having our in the center here. There's also a basketball court, so I could also do that, but I don't know if I want to do that for this one. Yeah, that one's another idea I had. I think I'm gonna do one of these. I wish I was more centered on the framing here, so I might just do this one. Maybe this one. Oh no, I'm not too much in love. What's going on, Cyber King? Welcome, welcome. What country? I am in the US of A, my friend. Where are you guys from? I might do this one, honestly. I think for this challenge, I kind of want the stadium to be more of the focus, like he's dancing, and maybe have like a Jumbotron or something. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, so I might just do this. Get that little jitter out at first. Yeah, I think this will be a good starter. Go ahead and render this out. Bangladesh. Bang. Welcome, welcome. US, another US person. Nice, nice. I don't know why DaVinci's super slow going to the delivery page. Been like that recently. So we're gonna do challenge background, just make it super easy. Also, I forgot to do the color management. How silly of me. So we're gonna go to project settings, color management. We're gonna be in ACES 1.3 today. And then the output transform, we're gonna do Sony S-Log S Gamut Cine. And then for this, we have to go. Do I have color on this? Yeah. Just gonna go and delete that. And then make sure that we are ACES input transform is gonna be Sony S-Log 3 S Gamut Cine. There we go. Almost forgot. Then we're gonna do QuickTime, ProRes. That's fine. We gotta save it again because DaVinci's stupid. And then audio we don't need. Looks good. Go ahead and save this out. What are your device specifications? I have a 5090 GPU, and then the latest, or I think it's the latest. I don't even actually know. Pull this up. Oops. Pull this up on over here. It is a Ultra 9 285K. So 25.4. Give you a shout out. You're already getting a shout out on the little chat over there. Let's go ahead and bring it to Nuke. Also, let me know if the music's too loud. I forget exactly kind of what volume on my thing it usually likes to be, but if too loud, just let me know. Goodness sakes. So Nuke, we have to go to 4K 23.976, and then color is fine, and input Sony S-Log 3 S Gamut Cine. There we go. Sweet. So here is the footage. Let's go ahead and denoise it. If you don't know, I'm using Neat Video denoising. It's an amazing kind of way to denoise, the industry standard. Let's see if that's working. Sweet. It's not going to be a lot because we're outside in the day. I find honestly, like with my lens and everything, and the sensor that I'm using a Sony FX30. It does a pretty good job of like not having a lot of noise. The only time it'll have noise is like at night, obviously, but you know, there's not too much you can do about that other than, you know, setting the ISO and, you know, f-stop down. New community challenge. By the way, you guys can join the community challenge on our Discord channel. Shout out to that. You can join down below. Top V1. Let's go ahead and write this out. I want to write out a proxy so we can do some camera tracking. Footage. Proxy.movie. And then we're going to do display sRGB for that. 194. Nice. Did I work on any movie as a visual effects artist? I am currently working on a few stuff. I think I could say this, but I just got off of a A24 film. So that was pretty fun. It's coming out here soon. I can't tell you too much more information about that, but that was pretty fun. I've worked on a few like Hulu stuff, you know, just kind of small time movies. If you don't know, I'm mostly like in the advertising industry. So like with L'Oreal, I did something for Nvidia, and some other things, Hershey's and stuff. Over here, I run my own studio called Postline Effects. And so if you're ever curious, you can always see my behind the scenes stuff. So here's all my major kind of things I've worked for. So like Target, Ulta Beauty, Sephora, all the makeup stuff, which kind of sucks because I kind of want to, they send me some of the product, but I just can't use it. You know, obviously maybe I would look good in makeup, who knows? But I don't know anything about it other than like literally just their advertising. So it's kind of funny. I want to start working more in like commercial advertising, so like TV stuff. Mostly right now I'm doing like social media stuff, which honestly there is a lot of. You'd be surprised like how much these companies like do on social media now versus like the traditional commercial route. It's kind of crazy. The nice thing about advertising is you're not kind of working on the product itself, meaning like if you're working on a film, you're literally working on the thing that they're going to sell, right? Versus like with advertising and stuff, there's like marketing budgets. And so usually since they're separated, you don't really deal with the tight crunching in the film industry and stuff. So personally, I like advertising a little bit more, just a little bit more chill. Do any of you guys work in any visual effects, any cool projects coming up or that you've done before? I'd love to hear them. See, we got a pretty simple thing today. I've been trying ML motion estimation a lot recently, and it's been doing a pretty good job. I have to update to Synthesize just had a new version release, I believe, the 2026. I might have to check it out. Yeah, so this does just like a really good job. Kind of crazy. We have a few things out here that I'm not super happy with the floor of. Let me just see. If you don't know, these blue things are on the floor basically. So what I could do is I'm going to come over to the 3D tab. It'll load. My computer's been acting up a lot recently. Somebody mentioned on YouTube that it could be that Windows have just been, you know, kind of having weird updates recently. And so I think that's what it is. I'm hoping that's what it is, because if not, you know, that's kind of silly. Honestly, I think the ground looks pretty decent. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it as is. Just because I don't want to mess up anything. Also, I'm not going to really bother with lens distortion today. I'm shooting on a lens that doesn't really have a lot, so I'm not going to, you know, be a big fuss about it. I can always go back and add it in later. I'm not too worried. Let's go to export Blender. Can I create a tutorial for synthesize? I have a few that have like synthesize involved into it. Honestly, I don't feel qualified to talk about like, you know, a full kind of, you know, standard workflow for synthesize, just because I probably do a lot of things wrong. I'm not a match moving artist. I'm kind of like a generalist in that sense, right? Trying to think which ones. I think this video has it. The Blender 5.0 VFX at home has it. Maybe some other ones. I know in my members only videos, I always show my full workflow, but of course, those are paid. So, you know, if you're a member, you can access that, but I'm pretty sure this is the only one free that I have that like really goes into synthesize. So if you're interested, you can definitely do there. This is also, no, this is Blender camera tracking. Whoopsies. Mr. Bo Buxy, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. Did you watch any Bollywood movie? And I have not really dived into Bollywood other than like the Corridor crew and all the stuff that they do and stuff. But yeah, never been big into any of those. To be fair, I'm not like, I'm a bad movie person, because even like just like traditional movies, like I just haven't seen. I finally saw what's the prison movie where they Shawshank Redemption. I finally saw that recently, and that was amazing. Because that, I was worried about that one, because, you know, everybody calls it like one of the best movies of all time. But of course I was skeptical, but it really did live up to the hype, not gonna lie. What are your Bollywood recommendations? We're gonna do Aces sRGB. Let's double check that this is reading in right. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up the scale of the scene. I'm gonna do 6 feet. This is as tall as a person right now, so we do need to go ahead and scale the synthesized world. And then I was recording around my chest level, so somewhere like right there, maybe, I believe. That looks pretty good. That's about how tall somebody would be, maybe. Maybe a little tall. So we'll scale them down a little. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, that reads better. And then let's go ahead and set it into, I want to set the into the exact middle of our scene if we can. Somewhere like there. Then we'll rotate it around the 3D cursor. And I kind of want to try to get this x-axis on this white line. I think that'll help a lot. Something like that. Looks pretty good. And, excuse me, let's double check our camera tracking. Pretty nice. Sweet. Jawan? How you say? I probably butchered that. Oh, I'm seeing right now that they added like a little like reward system on the YouTube chat, like number 1, number 2. Do you guys see that as well, or is it just me? I guess it like gives you points if you interact more. So congratulations. I don't know if you get a reward or I'm supposed to set that up. But yeah, so we have the thing in the scene. Let's just do like a basic kind of block out of the stadium. I'm hoping I can find an asset for the stadium, but if not, we might have to make it ourselves, which shouldn't be too bad. Because I am going to use the actual like field in the visual effect shot, so. Also, this field was like not perfectly square either, so I might bring this just a tad bit in. And same with this, we can cheat it in a little bit. I'll also need to add goalposts. They had it like locked. So I couldn't like, you know, actually have the goalposts there. So then what we're gonna do, see, how high do I want the stadium to go? Something like that, maybe. I think that's a pretty good height. There we go. See if I can just join these real quick. Again, this is just kind of a basic blocking. Go ahead and add our sun in for now. I think it was like go to medium point again. I think it was like right about like right there, something like that. Okay, we need to bring it in just a tiny bit, something like that. I'll just bring it like that for now so we can see the actual lighting of it. But is anybody working on the challenge right now? That's a good question. Because if you have any questions about the community challenge or anything, just let me know and I can definitely point you in the right direction. If you didn't know, you just want to make sure you follow all the rules here and everything, and the instructions as well, because there are very specific things that you need to do in order to be eligible for the challenge. I want to start doing more like community challenges on VFX Oasis, because eventually what I want to do is literally just like make a page for it, you know, like a section up here like in community for like the challenges, and have the challenge actually hosted on the website. I just didn't set that up yet, but also more 3D objects coming soon. I meant to add some of those yesterday, but whoopsies. Pretty sick. Okay, let's check. I want to check cargo real quick to see if they have any stadiums. Now the thing about cargo is it's usually like for further away assets. So also while that is updating, if it updates, because cargo sometimes is weird. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's been doing this a lot recently. I don't understand it. Let's close Blender because maybe that's the issue. Yeah, I had this problem happen last time. I don't know if it's their software or what. Let's go to production crate again. I want to try to find like an asset that makes sense. A night. Porter crew most of the times makes South Indian films as Bollywood. Both are completely different industries. South Indian films are mostly low budget and not good storyline. Whoops. Yeah, I know. I think from a US perspective, it's like hard to tell because we don't really go too much into that industry, right? So to us, they're kind of the same, you know? So it's sometimes hard to differentiate if you're not there, you know? I kind of want to test this like kaiju. I think that would be sick. You know, have like a we don't need 8K. Have just a huge like monster in the stadium. I think that would be super sick. I also have to figure out the crowds, how we're gonna do the crowds, because I have like a crowd plugin. I've never used it before, so we might be playing around with that a little bit today. It was a massive file too, 2.5 gigs for 4K textures. I'll have to see what the rig and stuff looks like because it might be weird. I want to see too if we can get the arms to do like, you know, do something in the middle. Because like I'll have his like giant arms kind of do what the dance I'm doing for the challenge, and then maybe I'll record some extra mocap data to do with the little arms. But we'll see. No, I haven't watched any. That's what we were talking about. I haven't seen any Bollywood films. The only one I've like, oh, here we go. Pose Blender, okay. The only one I really know about is RRR. Just with some of the clips I've seen. But that's about my experience. So I think most of these, ooh, we could do like a Coliseum. Let's download this. I want to just see what the inside of this looks like, because usually these are like pretty good for like distant objects, but not good up close. So that's what I'm curious about. Because if this doesn't work, then we might have to do the make our own, which isn't too bad either. Actually not terrible. We'll try it. Why not? I definitely am going to open up the top though if we do use this. Open up the top. Don't really need the ground either, so we'll delete that. And I'll scale this down a little bit. Something like that, maybe. But now it's not like a soccer stadium. Also, yes, I do call it soccer. I know some of you guys are going to be mad about that, but what can you do? I like making you guys mad. That's my main goal. What's going on, Epic Moon? Welcome, welcome. Mass violence thing. In the US, we thrive on violence. Cool. So let's go ahead and try to do some lighting. I'm gonna make a plane real quick. Footage. I'm making an add-on that actually like has like some features in this to where like automatically makes a shadow catcher like with one click. It's in progress, because what I eventually want to do with Visual Effects Oasis is have like a tool asset, you know, thing to where it hooks up to your account to where you can download like any add-on in its own like ecosystem, you know, so you don't have to drag and drop all these zip files. And that means that like you can buy it one time and get updates for everything in the future, right? So just simplifies the process for everybody. Go here, it's here. And then proxy. Aces sRGB, we're going to do 194 frames. Auto refresh, and then turn on the window. And make this mirror. Okay, so we have that now. Let's go ahead and make a UV sphere. Also, I could have made a HRI for this, but honestly, for HRIs, for some like simple like this, you know, I thought it was kind of, you know, you didn't really need it, is what I'm trying to say. This is something I've been doing recently, of where I like to make one side fully metallic and then the other side like a white color for lighting. You know, it helps me kind of not only see the lighting data, but also the reflection data as well. We'll scale this guy up, and then I'll turn this to be a shadow catcher. And now, since it's a sunlight, I might just try to do a sky texture in the world. I think that's been working for me pretty decently recently. Elevation. Let's take a look at our, forget exactly where the sun was. It looks like it's like over here. So take that, something like that. It looks pretty high up too. Something like that. I could also do this to where I've been literally using the sky for kind of like the ambient lighting, you know? And then push some of this down. I'm literally looking to match the sky to here, right? And then I'll turn the strength down a little bit. So something like that, right? And then I like, because sometimes I like to have control and separate out the two from the sky texture to a sunlight. And with the sun, what I've been doing recently is coming here and then changing temperature to like 5600 is usually what the sun is, and then the strength down up to like 10. And in that way, now we have more kind of control, I feel, over the sun. Okay, that's not reading too bad. Your edits are on another level. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, I do. Welcome back. Yeah, no, I try. What can I say? But yeah, I think this is matching decently for now. Let's go ahead and get our motion capture in here and start dealing with that. I'll hide this for now. I'm debating on whether or not to do that stadium versus just making our own. Extract this. What I'm curious about is like, should I make him super tiny? Like, make him like, I guess like since he's not real, we can kind of play around with it. So that's the benefit of not having like a human. What I'm curious about is the rig though, like hoping, fingers crossed that it works. I don't think on the site they have any rig data or anything. Yeah, it's literally just this. That's one thing also I want to do on VFX Oasis is like have a 3D kind of view of stuff for assets or 3D assets. That's why I've kind of like not done the 3D assets a lot recently. Let's see. What is this? Why is it stretching? There's like blades or wings? It is stretching. Why would it be stretching? See how the FBX looks like. Huh. Does anybody know why this would be happening? I don't really work with that much. But did that break the armature? Yeah. Where'd that go? Oh, it's in the modifiers. That's right. There was a readme. What does the readme say? Nice. Yeah, does anybody know? Matt, welcome. I've gotten that error with the kaiju. Oh, you've used it before. Industrial Studio, please stop spamming or you will be kicked. Can you make a tutorial on object tracking in Blender without using an add-on, just Blender inbuilt? See, when I was making the add-on, that was a funny thing. I didn't even know that Blender had built-in object tracking, so I felt kind of like a dummy. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, so maybe in the future. I didn't love, honestly, Blender's like workflow for it. So that's why like even still I'll use my add-on just because I find it's a little bit nicer, and you can use whatchamacallit, other programs as well. So Matt, you ran into this issue on this guy as well? Let's try just seeing in here. Custom normals. Subdivision data maybe. Not do animation. Ignore leaf bones. Leave that. Nope. Well, that's annoying. Wonder if it's a Blender thing or a just in general thing. Try throwing it in Nuke. Okay. This is why I don't use Nuke's 3D thing. It is the most like crappy thing I've ever seen. I don't like it at all. Sometimes I have to use it for like production and stuff, but yeah, I think it's just gonna crash it continuously. It's just not like optimized, you know? You always end up not using it, so I'm your guinea pig. I see how it is. Okay, one more time. Yeah, it's just gonna crash it every time. This is why VFX Oasis is better. Dang, I really wanted to use it too. Do the mech again. The other thing I don't like that they do on here is that they have all their characters in A poses. You know, like, personally, I like T poses better. I find that they just give better results, but what about this guy? I wonder if I kind of want to do like a creature thing, you know, but this guy might be a little bit too weird of a rig, so. Yeah, but that's weird. I've never ran into that issue with FBXs before. Let's just double check that I'm not doing anything weird. Also, this has been bugging me recently. Where's the navigation maybe? Orbit around. I'm gonna turn off orbit around selection. And drive me insane. Yeah, so what could that be? It's gotta be like some type of geometry thing in here. Because what I want to do is literally just delete it. Like I just don't know where the geometry is coming from, you know? Is there like some inset geometry here that it's doing it? What is that? Let's hide this. I'm tired of seeing it. Like something around here. Nope. Dang, what is that? And it is part of the thing. Have you used Nuke 16 yet? What version am I on? I don't even know. About Nuke? Yeah, I'm on 16 V6. I think that just model was just like, you know, crazy high poly count. Because yeah, how many? Oh, it's actually not that bad. So I don't know why Nuke is being like that. Usually like in a USD format, I think Nuke is better. It prefers that. Dang, so what are these things? If I literally delete like half of him. Okay, now it deletes it. Is it here? It might be like something in his arm. Let's just test it. Getting closer. I was looking in the wrong area. Like something here. Interesting. Oh, is it his nails that are just freaking out? What if I literally just like chop off his nail? Did I fix it? Nope. Yeah, this is weird. I'll just try this. Get his entire hand and see. Yeah, so it is part of his hand. Weird. Maybe I have him like have blades or something. What qualifications do I need to have a professional to be? I mean, like, there's not like a set of rules and stuff, but like, I think knowing programs and kind of like, you know, being I find honestly being a generalist now is very nice. Meaning like you could do camera tracking, you could do compositing, you can do like all that stuff, right? I think that's a very kind of sought after thing now. Versus like being a specialist. Now there still are specialties, don't get me wrong, but like if you're wanting to be hired for visual effects, I think being a generalist is a lot nicer. Yeah, it is literally is things. I wonder if we go into the bones and delete the bones there. Yeah, okay. I'll just do that because I really wanted to try this out. There we go. Okay. That makes sense. And And then I just want to quickly see him in the actual scene to make sure it looks cool. Go ahead and put a texture onto him. Let's see the maps. So we got base color. Dang, is that an 18 UDIM texture? That's insane. What's a scattering texture? Is that surface scattering? See if we can do this. Does it automatically UDIM it? No. Whoops. So base color. And this is going to be sRGB probably. Did I fix it for you, Matt? Why is everybody giving shoutouts today? What's wrong with you guys? Never dealt with this many people giving shoutouts on there and stuff. We got one UDIM texture. What was the next one? Displacement. On color. Plug that there. Displacement. And plug that into the height, I believe. Maybe we'll come back to that. See. Next is the normal. This one is really probably going to help. Non-color right there. Normal map. There we go. Roughness. Oops. My computer's chugging because we have friggin' 18 UDIM slots. That's insane. I don't think I've seen anyone that's that many. Scattering. So I'm pretty sure this is like, I don't think I've ever dealt with a subsurf scatter thing. I'm guessing put it just in the weight. Because where is this? Yeah, it's literally just like on there. Huh. Have you guys ever dealt with a scattering, subsurface scattering thing? Kind of crazy. I do want to like maybe RGB curves. Maybe bring this a little down. A little darker gray. And then his eyes will just do like a... just a black color maybe? Black, reflective. Yeah, something like that. Honestly, the texture isn't that great for this. It's like his teeth. Well, are they teeth texture? I can't tell. Maybe they are. They just look like a skin. We'll keep it for now, but we'll see about this. Another shout out. You guys are crazy. Yeah, no, literally just delete the hand bones and that was it. You guys don't watch out, I'm gonna turn off the on display chat, so you better behave yourselves. Okay, so anyways, Let me think. How can I paint out my arm but not my hand? And both are moving. Also, the camera has been dang. You're picking the toughest of the tough things to do. I mean, like literally, you're just gonna have to do like cleanup work. Like there's no kind of one solution thing. It's just a bunch of like roto paint and cleanup. You know, can't really give you an exact workflow since it sounds like a lot. And it's very cleanup is one of these things that's literally all these like different tools for and like you apply them on a per shot basis, right? So like sometimes it'll be good to apply them some places and other times it'll be good to apply them other places. Good at pose mode. I want to start thinking about these so that's our forearm, because what I want to see, can I get this guy in like a T pose or is it going to be a nightmare? Oh, he's stupid. I might throw in the towel. I just don't deal with like bones and anything. There's probably a way to target this to here. Like if I go into, where's weight paint? Can I not do weight paint? Is it vertex paint or weight paint? Maybe it's vertex paint. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm giving up on this guy. Let's do our next contender. There we go. Okay. What does it look like if I make him super big? What's this little thing out here? Cinema 4D camera. What the heck? Ah, now for this guy, can I get him in a T-pose? Because I know it's gonna look a little janky, but like I'm kind of embracing the jank for this. Those are his legs. His tail and that kind of. Okay, that's roughly. I'm gonna turn this back on. It's driving me crazy. There we go. Okay. Why are they different heights? Why is he tilted? Yeah, let's restart. Also, I'm just going to go and delete this. We don't need that. What if I just do it incrementally? No, it needs to be kind of like that little stretch. We'll see how it looks. Like I said, like I'm kind of just having a little fun right now. There we go. I don't know why before it was like rotated weird. You can try Kazder for animation, makes animation really easy. Why would I do that when I can do motion capture? Have some fun there. Yeah, no, I do want to test out Kazder soon. Because it does look very interesting. I'm actually like in the process of like starting a short film. Like let's make them straight and then put them down. But for that, I'm mostly going to use motion capture, but maybe Kazder for some other stuff. What does this do? Weird. So for this, I'm going to do individual origins. See what I need to do for these. Oh, they're all like facing the wrong way. This is a weird rig. Double tap Y. Yeah, I don't know. This rig's kind of whack. I'll get it the best I can. They just need to be somewhat straight. Looks a little jank, but that's fine. I just kind of wanted to test it out. And then yeah, let's get the feet are gonna be interesting. Okay, that's a decent T-pose. Bit of subsurfacing on that chap. Look very nice. Yeah, I haven't done the material yet. See what it's doing. Set this to sRGB aces. Very pink. This should be, or specular. I can't remember. I think specular needs to be non-color. Maybe not. What is this? A mission? Why does it have a mission? Is that what the SSS means? Subsurface scattering? Color? Yeah, so it's plugged into the wrong thing. Plug that into the radius. Set that to this. Specular will set back to this. Plug that into roughness too, and then color. Pretty sure it should be non-color. Very shiny boy now. Make them a little shiny, I guess. And then this, I want to add RGB curves to this. And let's make them way darker. Something like that, maybe. Oh, he also has a tongue thing. I'm not fully confident in this, but let's have some fun with it. Stack hierarchy, we're gonna do creature. I hate how they changed it to where it doesn't automatically create a collection. What are some of these guys? Do we even need these? I think so. So let's retarget. Let's go to Blender 4.5. I wonder if they've updated it, because the reason we have to go to 4.5 is because of the Rococo retargeting add-on. Because I guess they hadn't updated it to 5.0 yet, but I wonder if they have. I don't know. Just do it in here. It's not too bad. It's the pinned. I'll kind of leave his legs bent like that. I'm curious what it's going to do. So we have that, and then let's go ahead and import in our mocap data. I'll do the human IK. Do armature, automatic bone orientation. There we go. So we have these two. Go ahead and scale them down to be roughly the same size as well, just so we can match them later. So something like that. We don't need this. Let's go to Rococo. Retargeting. We're gonna do the source is that, and then our target is this. Build list. Yay, none of them. Oh, okay. A few of them, I guess. Let's have some fun retargeting these bad boys. Let's bring this guy over here. Select both of these, go to edit mode. Oh, great. It's going to be this. We go to pose mode instead. Okay, yeah, we so this is going to be fine JNT. We have a hips. So I might make this the hips. Yeah, and so then I might make spine 1 and spine 3. There we go. And then we have, this is the left shoulder. Then the left arm. What's the left arm in our rig? Okay, so it just goes down the list. So left arm, or arm, or wait, is this the forearm? Why'd they stack them on top of each other? Had them separated. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so that's the roll left arm, forearm. So this should be the forearm, I guess. And the end. So left arm, forearm, left hand maybe? Or no, it's this little thing, wrist. Left wrist. And then we won't worry about the fingers yet. We don't have any rolls. So this one will do shoulder, and then what do we do? We did shoulder. Left arm is going to be like that. What's the left arm over here? So it goes left shoulder, arm is forearm, and hand is wrist. Whoops. Okay, let's go ahead and retarget. Amazing. That's exactly what I wanted. That's actually hilarious. I forgot to... I need to do this. Select this, go here, go to cats, and we're gonna go to fly as rest pose. There we go, okay. And now if we come back and do the... Hey, look at him go. It's not too bad, actually. Kind of hilarious. not gonna lie. What do you guys think? Let's we gotta do something with this tail, right? What is that? Tail one. What does J and T mean? I have no idea. We'll do his let's do this. His hips is gonna be the tail. And then the first spine is gonna be this spine. That's that. It's actually not terrible. I thought it'd be way worse. Shoulders are a little stiff, but that is looking textured. Why is this like super pixelated? Pixel size 1. There we go. Here, let's continue to do it. Whoops, I went too far. There we go. So what's his head bone? This is head, okay. We have a neck. Okay. This should be the knee. Honestly, I'm gonna leave the legs like that. I think that's fine. But I do want to somewhat do these. Okay, so it just goes down the list basically. Thumb. Joint. J&T is joint. Okay. Should I do that or should I do the other? I'll do this. I'm doing the wrong one though. Right. One. So confusing. Right thumb, 1, 2. Okay. Do the left since I have the thumb. Let's see where we're at right now. I want to see if the thumb looks weird. No, okay. Oh, we got the head movement. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm having so much fun on this. This is great. This is sick. Also, if you guys want to post anything on the general chat or anything, if you guys are doing this challenge as well, then if you have any questions or want me to check over anything, you know, just post it on over there. What's this? Oh, I forgot it does this live thing. Nice. What else we got? We'll just go down the list. So index is just finger. Very descriptive. And then what's the next one? Finger. Dang. Who named these? Finger 1, 2, 2. This has got to be the most confusing naming conventions I've ever seen. Finger 2, joint 4? What? Are you kidding me? Where's 2, joint 4? I select the right one. 2, joint 4. I'm not, this is whack. What the heck? There are 2. Is it capital? That's crazy. It's a lowercase, but what? That's wild. What the heck? Who named this? When AI replaces, it's already replacing us. I'm just kidding. I think honestly, like, it's taking a little bit of the entry-level jobs, but I think for at least video people, we're good for at least 5 years. That's my take. Because honestly, I don't really see. Are we doing left or right? Why am I don't really see it too much in the in my sector of the industry yet. The main thing I mostly see is people doing image-based stuff. So like a agency will do pre-visualization with AI, you know, but for video at least, nobody has really kind of like asked for AI yet. So can I copy and paste this? Like if I come over here, yeah, okay. Let's go to the other side. Do the actual ones. So that's left finger. Oh, we're doing the middle finger too. I don't know. Yeah, that's crazy. The names are wild. Whoever did this deserves to be fired. Okay, we got the hand middle. That's this. Why is pinky first? Glad I found the copy and paste method. I was gonna go crazy. Since I've been doing like add-ons a lot more, it's all the time now I'll be like, I should create an add-on for that. Like, it's genius. Like I have a long list of like add-ons I want to create. But I'll be keeping it secret until then. Because some add-ons are like easy to make. Others are like more complicated to where I'd need to hire somebody else. That's just about trying to figure out what because I use AI to develop add-ons, and it's trying to figure out what certain AIs are good at and what, you know, I still need people for. But luckily I know a few people that could help me, so that's not really the big issue. It's more so about just kind of them not knowing Blender and me not knowing how to make add-ons. So I want to try to fix the feet, like kind of, you know, going everywhere. I don't know why that's happening. I think everything else is looking pretty good. Okay, so it's the foot is here. Where's like the main? What is this? Ankle end should be the foot. How does this look? up. I think I know what I need to do. This is right leg, so this needs to be right leg. How it is. Try switching it to the ankle then. Yeah, just trial and error. I know that's not the most interesting thing, but what can you do? Okay, it was better with the knee. What if we auto scale? I wonder. Try doing that. Let's try it. I mean, it's not terrible. Like it's much better than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, that's actually not bad at all. Now, what I'm confused at is why is this guy like finger? Left finger joint. We got something going on here. This? Ah, it's uppercase. It should be lowercase. So stupid. Who made this this rig and decided that was going to be the naming convention? Unless it's like a industry standard naming convention, but I could imagine. Well, now it is like things are messed up. I don't know why. Oh geez, what's going on? I think I might have broke it. There we go. Okay. Use Kasder? I do not, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think AI will fully replace this either. I think there's always going to be somebody who has to, you know, do it. And also, like, the saving grace about AI, at least at the moment, is that it's not good at, like, you know, redoing stuff without affecting other stuff, you know? So, like, usually, like, what happens in a visual effects sense is, like, you'll get to, like, that 80% stage, and that final 20% is literally making a million tiny changes, you know, to get it to the exact result that somebody wants. That's usually like what their refinement process looks like, and AI just cannot do that at all right now. So quick magic with Hezzer is so good. Interesting. Because quick magic is a AI whatchamacallit, right? I think it like makes motion capture from like video, right? Is that what that is? I'm trying to think how to get the feet to. Yeah, because it should be stationary. It's like I accidentally got another little straggler down here. How does it look on the side? What I could do is literally, I think I maybe do like an object constraint or something on one of these bones. How would I do that though? Limit location. I think what I can do, here's what I'll do. Go to edit mode. Maybe pose mode. Oops. Go to cursor to selected. We're going to add a empty. And then if I go into, I go into pose mode, and or does it need to be edit mode? And then I'm going to parent keep transform. I think I need it the opposite way. Or wait. I didn't even follow. How do you parent a bone to an empty? Does anybody know? Child of constraint in pose mode. So what does this mean? And that now affects that. What is going on? What the heck? And then if I do limit distance, or sorry, not limit distance, limit location, set it to 0 on the Z. Does that fix that? Yeah, not really. Yeah, how would I do that? Did that give me something? Is that like a physical object or just a viewport display? Like just a viewport display. Bake to active camera. Because literally what I want to do is I want to take this and basically every single frame just set that to 0, you know? So that it constantly kind of updates him up and down. I don't know how to undo that, so I'm just gonna undo. There we go. So I guess that's not the thing. Yeah, I'm a little out of my depth here. I don't really deal with bones and all this stuff. Is there has to be a way to literally just an empty. Okay, let's do it again. Parent this. Maybe in edit mode. IK for feet bones. Well, how would inverse kinematics suck? I'm just trying to automatically control the Z location. I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't think. Like I said, like I don't deal with armatures or bones or anything ever. So. Is there literally what I'm trying to do is like just parent the empty to a bone and that's it. So that if I move the empty, it'll move only that bone, right? So like in theory, I could parent it to like this, you know, and it will kind of automatically do it. Because then what I could do is do a limit location and set it to Z so that when I move it up and down, it'll always be there, right? So like, basically I want this empty to control this bone. Or maybe the other way around. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we figure it out. Parent bone, maybe? How does that work? Okay, we're getting somewhere. So pose mode, select that. Then can I inverse the selection? Like, how do I make this the active object? Not letting me. Select invert. No. Parent bone relative. there something I could do with the motion paths? Because like, what about the graph editor? What if I literally go to the graph editor? There's nothing here for me. Or it was something like the graph editor, then I had to do something. Gosh, it's been so long. Okay, let's go. This guy's really good in case you ever want to do Blender stuff. Pretty good. Highly recommend. Do I not do it on here? Here we go. Oh, it's in the dope sheet. Action editor. Okay, which one am I looking for? This one. There we go. Oh, it's a coordination. Whatever that is. So is there any way I could copy this data? Here, let's chat it. What am I doing? Oops. Let's see. Object mode, empty. Oh, man, that just parents everything. Oh, it'll ask what bone? I doubt that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I just kind of like hallucinate sometimes. Let me create a root bone. Oh, I don't want to add a root bone. Can you do constraints to individual like bones? Because if that's the case, the bone settings, bone constraint. Oh my goodness. Why didn't you guys tell me about this? There we go. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So what do I want to do? I want to... Let's see. What if I, instead of doing that bone, do this one? Hold target, maybe. No. We're getting somewhere. We're slowly getting somewhere, which is good. I wish Blender had like the thing like Nuke has where you can like automatically update the thing with your arrow keys. There's gonna be a little stretching, but that's not bad at all. Whoops. Come out of here. Yeah, because like if I literally just like nail down this location, I might not be too bad. Mr. Tech. Not Mr. Tech, sorry. Hello, I've been recently learning VFX and you've helped me so much. Thank you. Of course. Thanks for tuning in. Glad to be of assistance and welcome to visual effects. Very fun time. What do I want to do now? Go here and I'll do the same with the X and the Y. How's this looking? Do for that. Oh, I don't know. We've been spending so much time on this freaking shot. I might just honestly, I'll probably play around with this off stream. For now, let's literally just get like the skeleton in as a placeholder. Sorry guys, I've been spending way too long on this. Because I really did want it to work, but like I knew it's gonna be jank, but the feet just like sliding around is just not something I don't think I want. Since this one is already in a T-pose, even though they're freaking... I don't know why it does this sometimes. Let's go to clear. Didn't mean to do that. Let's go to cats. Turn these guys to be in front. And then go to pose mode. Hello. What is going on? Oh. Forgot you gotta select it up here. Cat's kinda, I don't like that. But it is what it is. There we go. I don't know what's going on. I'm tired. Ah, this should like work. Fingers crossed. There, Coco and left shoulder, right shoulder, and spine. I don't know why it does that sometimes, because they're literally the exact same name. Sometimes it just kind of breaks. There we go, little skeleton dude. You go, little skeleton dude. Let's try auto scale on. I want to see what that does. Why is turn on here? I think something broke. Why? Let's turn all of this off. Okay, undo everything. I'm losing my dang mind today. Bring our motion capture back. I can scale this guy up a little bit. Match. So reference 01 skeleton rig, build boneless, right arm. Okay, fix that. Retarget spine 2. Why is it turning like that? Didn't used to do that, right? Like, am I going crazy? I'm losing my mind. Bring that in here. Yeah, and then I am done. I'm done with this stupid thing. just do the Mixamo one. See if that fixes things. Pin the let's just bring it back in. This has been a utter disaster today. I just want it to work. Okay, we have both of these in. Scale this up a little bit. Do our little pose thing again. Go to cats. Apply his rest pose. Rococo, retargeting, source, that, build bone list. All that looks good. Retarget. There. Wait. It's doing it again. So maybe it's. Build bone list. Okay, all of that's good, it looks like. Auto scale off is doing it, maybe? Okay, it was an auto scale issue. That was weird. I've never had auto scale do that though. Okay. Yay, finally something that's half decent we can freaking bring in a year. I'm tired. I think once we bring this guy into here, I might just call it. I was wanting to work on some of the stadium today, but I'll save that for the next stream. This is frustrating. Oh, taking us this long to get to this point. There we go. What do you think is best tracking markers? Like how to make them work perfectly? I pretty much only use like location in Blender. And then, you know, of course I use Synthesize for my main camera tracking, but if you're talking about Blender, I think location works the best for me. Sometimes Affine doesn't really, or perspective, both of those kind of are weird sometimes. When you have to apply the object scale, maybe. That could have been the case, but usually what that auto scale thing does is it tries to, you know, see the difference between like some of the length of the bones and stuff rather than like the objects, purely the object scale, you know. Okay, now let's come into the dope sheet, go to the action editor, select everything, and I'll move it over slightly so it starts there. And then I'll make a empty plain axis, put it underneath him, parent that to the thing, keep transform, empty. We're gonna move. Don't know why it turned black, but that's okay. Whoops. Big skeleton. Yeah, it turned black sometime. I don't know why. Blender is kind of breaking recently. There we go. Okay, so we got that. And then the stadium will kind of be surrounding him once I figure out the actual like thing we're using. This is why it's a challenge. It's supposed to be challenging, you know? Yeah, real quickly, we'll just do a quick Blender Kit Stadium. Why are they giving me all these plants and stuff? See, this would have been perfect. I need to get the full plan for Blender Kit eventually. Yeah, literally just something like that, like with stadium seating and stuff. Now what I can literally do is one, and then we're gonna do up one maybe. Yeah. Just to get the basic vibe of it. I think this will be fine. And then we'll just give this like a metallic gray color. Wow, that's it. That's all we need. Color is like a stadium. Turn metallic off. Yeah, so that's the basic vibe that we're going for. And then of course we'll have to put like people in the stands and everything. Let me reset the scale of this dude. So we're not throwing off the scale of everything. Yeah, so like I'll probably add like definitely some like people and fans in the stands and stuff. Maybe like a goalpost over here, some lighting and stuff like that. But here's the basic blocking of the scene. Yeah, I don't think it... We still have a lot of work to do, right? But like... Oh, abstract here. That's where I gotta call a stream, guys. Great. You missed it. I've been struggling. Big time. I'll show you show you what we've been up to. Retargeting 1. Is this... Oh, did I delete that? I'm gonna be pissed if I deleted that. Ah, I'm so mad. I had it to where it was like a little like creature dude dancing and stuff, but I deleted it like an idiot. But yeah, that's probably where I'm going to call it here, guys. I am just dead after Abstract joined mostly. Today has been a struggle stream. Go ahead and try to get out something decent from it. movie clip. Bam, 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 bam. I hate Blender nodes. Have I ever mentioned that? How much I hate them? Look at that. Easy dancing. Yeah, I'll also have to add like some better grass stuff on the ground and all this stuff. We got a long way to go. I know I didn't get as much done today as I was hoping, but hey, that's why we're doing this in multiple streams. Let's turn off the background image though. I just want to... There he goes. He's a dancing. Do you have any tips on making stuff render faster? There are a ton of like optimization tips. Just like sample count, optimizing your sample count. Your light paths are a big one that you can get. I turn off caustics usually. Is a good time save. Sometimes I use fast GI approximation, but honestly, it's mostly just about getting your if you come up here and turn on statistics, it's about getting your triangles and your faces count down as low as you can, and then the textures are another big thing that kind of eat up. So like if a thing is further away, right, it only needs like a maybe 1K texture, versus if it's really up close, like 2K or 4K textures are good. And that's basically the optimization process. There are a lot of other things that you can do, but I'm not gonna go over all of them. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be pretty much it. Everything I'm gonna be doing today. I know this was kind of a interesting stream, but what can you do? Sometimes you have your off days, but at least we got the target done. I might play around with some different models and stuff, because the skeleton again was just kind of like a placeholder. But I will continue this into other streams. Again, if you want to join the Discord channel and join our, where is it, community challenges, here are the challenge rules. You have until the end of this month, and so it is coming up pretty fast, so in about a week or so. So definitely submit it before then. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you into the next stream that we do. Thanks so much for